right, good morning, class. Today is Monday, May the 4th, Advanced Algebra 1. Our proverb for the day today is found in chapter 9. Looking at verse 2, she, or wisdom, has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has also set her table. So wisdom's waiting for us to come in seek of. All right, section 10.4 is titled Stem and Leaf Plots and Histograms. You've seen these before. We're just going back through them. It does not hurt, for sure, for this review. So today, I've set up a fictional English class, scores from a reading quiz. So these are the scores. These are in order that they were in a fictional grade book. All right, step number 1. I'm going to scoot our camera over a little bit. Step number 1, and some of you can do this in your head, but I cannot, is to organize your data. So I took the data, I took the data from the set and grouped it vertically, because that's kind of how I think. I grouped the 40s, the 50s, there are no 60s in the set of data. I grouped the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s. Now these are not titles, these are actually scores. So there were no 4 zeros, but the first 40 was a 46. There was, however, only a 50, and it was a 5-0. So again, these are actual scores, these are not headings. I put them numerically, going down in order, and again, that just kind of helps me set the data. Now, I counted 18 pieces of data, or data facts. Make sure you have 18 as you're organizing your data. You don't want to lose any of them. And step number 2, we're going to set up a stem and leaf plot. Stem and leaf. Leaf is singular, leaves are plural. Okay? All right. This is a stem and leaf plot. The stems are the 10 spots. Okay? So for 46, here's the 40s, here's the 50s, there is no 60. So 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s. And then you put the singular digit, these are the 10 spots, you put the singular digit on the leaf side, or the side of the leaves. Okay, so this is a 46, this is a 50, a 70, a 78. There were 2 80s, you have to record both. There was an 86, an 88, okay, a 90, a 92. There were 2 94s, 2 98s, and a singular 96. Okay? There were 3 100s. 1, 2, 3. Now, to have a proper stem and leaf plot, you must have a key. Okay? If you do not have a key, you do not have a proper stem and leaf plot of your data. So, put your key down at the bottom. Let me know, let your reader know that's looking at your chart that a 46 is read as a 4 in the stem, a 6 in the leaf or leaves. So 46 is for your branch, if you will, and the leaves. All right? Make sure you have a key. So that would be your data, organized, and then put in a stem and leaf plot. You can leave out the organization. I would go back and I would count all the leaves and make sure that you had the same number. And I had left one out, so I went back and counted and made sure I had 18 leaves. All right, I took the same set of data and made a frequency table. So this is your same set of data. This is my organization of the data, okay? And we're going to scoot over and make what's called a frequency table. Frequency table is counting the frequency that the number appears within an interval. So I set intervals and I thought, well, if we're talking scores on reading quizzes, I just use the standard scale for grading. 0 to 59 is an F, 60 to 69 is a D, etc. There was a 46 and a 50. So in the range, or in the interval from 0 to 59, there were 2 that scored in that category. There were no Ds, so don't put a 0 or anything, just leave it blank. There were 2 Cs, there were 4 Bs, and as you're counting, If you haven't done this in a while, frequency, it's just like keeping score in at a sports event. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 / 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there were 7 that fell between 90 and 99, and there were 3 100s for a total of 10 A's. So that's a frequency table. Then we're going to take that information from your frequency table and set it up in a histogram. Okay, this is called a histogram, this last one. So it went from frequency table to histogram. Your histogram needs a title so somebody knows what you're talking about. This is English class reading quiz scores, however you want to say it. Okay, this is your frequency. Frequency up the left-hand side, and across the bottom is my range of intervals from 0 to 100, if you will. They're set up in the same intervals that they were in the frequency table. And then I just marked them off. I knew my highest score was going to be 10, so I took half of that, which is 5, and then estimated these are my 2 F's, no D's. These are my 2 C's, 4 B's, and 10 A's. And a lot of information can be gained from frequency tables, from histograms, from stem and leaf plots. You're going to say, well, these look a little babyish, but these are actually what Center for Disease and Controls, the World Health Organization, all these people that are studying the COVID-19, they're looking at frequency as far as testing, as far as positive cases, as far as people that are being released from the hospital. They're also looking at deaths and making predictions. You can make predictions off of this. Easy things to kind of tell as a teacher. There were a couple people that just simply did not prepare for the reading quiz. Okay, there are a couple of people that are either very good guessers, maybe it was a multiple choice test, and they were able to extract out 2 answers they thought were possible, and then they were decent guessers. Okay, down here are your people that actually read. They either read part of the material, but not all of it, would be a good guess, or they had it playing in an audio book in the background, or maybe they watched the movie and the movie is different from the book. These are the people that actually invested, okay, in the quiz. So they read, they went back, reviewed, and probably got a good night's rest, good breakfast, all that stuff, right? So those are your A students. Your B students are good students. They're just not excellent students. So for those of you that are really, really smart, but you do not like to study, I would not put you in the excellent category. I would put you in the good category, okay? Average category, and then below average. So anyway, hope that helps. You will see I'm going to turn it back around to the stem and leaf plot for just a second. You may see a stem and leaf plot that has leaves on one side of the stem and then another green mark, okay, or a branch, and then leaves on the other side. And it could be boys versus girls, it could be set A versus set B. Stem remains the same, okay. The key would remain the same, except for you would need another branch and then another number on the other side. So say, for instance, you had a 40 and 6, and maybe we put a 1 on the other side. Then the key would read 41 equals 41, and 46 equals 46. So again, you might have something that would require 2 sets, whether it's set A, set B, boys versus girls, anything else like that. Okay, hope that helps. Hope you enjoy stem and leaves and histograms. Take care.